day to everybody here on the what is this? What is it? We're on another show. Show 17. I'm Lewis Hamasoy. It's Mike Griffith over there.
I'm hiding.
You're hiding, and joining us in this first segment is Butch Hedrick, the man, the myth, the legend behind the American Nostalgia Racing Association, otherwise known as ANRA. They will be running out at Auto Club Famoso Raceway, and we decided he was here early, so we thought, you know what, you need to be put to work. So we're going to put you to work this afternoon or this morning, and over there in the corner, that's the BG, the big gorilla himself, and we will discuss him as well. All right, we got a lot of stuff to get to here. This show brought to you by the Bakersfield California, becoming racing since the beginning. This is show number 17, believe it or not, and you can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, and on YouTube. We've got, I think, a couple hundred videos on YouTube now, and also on Facebook as well. We're approaching that 1,100 fan mark, Mike Griffith. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, we were stuck below 500 forever, and
I think we tripled our numbers so far this year.
Kind of started being a little more proactive, getting some videos up, and drawing some people.
Absolutely. So we're starting to see some real positives out of that. And, of course, the Grape Ape car. Now, the Grape Ape car, that's not an ANRA car, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? We'll see that out there?
Yeah, it's Mark Kirby. He's got some back problems, but I hope he makes it out here this weekend.
How old is Mark?
He's old enough to know better, but like
Mark
the rest
Kirby
of us
was racing that Grape 8 car back in the late 70s when I was racing my Javelin.
Right.
Just to let you know how old Mark Kirby is.
Yeah, he's been around a while. He's very well,
very well liked, popular
yes.
guy, and the car's been different colors at times. It's a nice look now.
All right, taking a look at some of the other things we're working on. I got some exciting news coming out here. But as always, we will announce the Grumpy Griff Award later today. And Buddy Shepard, Tyler Smotherman, Nick Bardells, Johnny White, Ryan Kearns, Dylan Noble, Zach Forster, Jacob Carey, Terry Pettit, Lance Wilson, Tracy Childress, Rex Davenport, and John Isabella are your nominees for the Grumpy Griff Awards this week. And I think Jacob is in the lead for right now.
Yeah, I think this one's already done.
Yeah, it's already done. And
no
we'll see him later today. Mr. Carey. Although, you kind of failed, though. You didn't include the Hanford and Santa Maria guys.
So
we'll have to.
Well.
Next week, though, we'll have ANRA guys in this because
you'll be doing it next week because I'll be on the shores of Lake Tahoe.
That's right. I'll be by myself.
Poor guy.
Yes. Let's take a look at our big announcement, though. Coming December 5th. I'm very excited about this. If we can pull it all together and we can get the sponsors lined up and everything. That's always the trick, is lining up the sponsors. But I feel pretty good about this. We are going to do, and go to the next slide, Chris. There it is. That's a little preview of it. The Power Hour end of year special section. You can reserve your space now for that. We'll have the all-star drivers in there, all area teams in there. It's going to be a 40-page special section that Mike and I will put together with the hope of a few others and the help of a few others. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be something that everyone's going to want to be a part of, and we're looking forward to that in December. It gives us a little bit of time to finish up the rest of the drag racing season, the season at Bakersfield Speedway, Kern County Raceway Park. Probably get some stuff maybe from Button Willow or Willow Springs in there as well.
Yeah.
So we'll see
what we can do there.
We'll see what we can do. But we'll be putting out more information about this in the coming days as we line up things. We're looking for some sponsors for it, of course, and it'll be a great commemorative edition. And this will be the centerpiece of it. The next slide will be the All Area Driving Awards, and that will be announced on December 5th formally. But we have sort of some automatic qualifying standards. And Griff, this is what we kind of decided on right now. If you have won 3 races at an oval track, dirt or asphalt, you automatically qualify to be part of that all-area driving team. If you win 2 races at the drag strip or a drag strip, and you're from Bakersfield or Kern County, then you also automatically qualify.
Yeah, and the reason behind that is the drag race guys of this era are racing far less often now than the oval track guy. Back in the day, you used to be able to go out to Famoso and race almost every weekend in a bracket race, but they're not doing that as much. So they probably race maybe half as much, if that.
And the car counts are significantly bigger at those tracks as well. So I think 2 cars. So in fact, and the other part of the criteria that we're looking at too is that we'll have some other considerations. Are you a points champion? Because you could obviously be a points champion and not win a race.
Yeah, that happened as the milkman, Perrin Kuster,
right,
did
won
last year.
won a points championship. And there's some other races that we're going to probably consider too. So, for instance, Butch, your grandson won the March meet
Right.
in Hot Rod. That had been a huge day for you guys.
Yes, it was. He was a very happy day. Of course, we had to start chasing points all over the state and all over, clear to Salt Lake City last
Right.
weekend.
How many wins does he have on the season?
So far, he's got 2.
He's got 2,
Yeah.
right. But Josh is from Wasco, and
Right.
so he would be an automatic qualifier. And we've got a few others, I think, in Anra that would be in that list as well. There's 4 Anra races, so we expect that we'll have a few Anra drivers in our all
We got
area.
some locals already won. Jason Bard won the March meet.
Right.
So
Yeah, Jason Bard would have to be considered in there.
Austin Fry's got a win in an Anra race.
Anra,
So
right. He ran Anra last race.
Right, and then we have 3 categories of where you can win at, and these are basically based on age groups. So Saturday Night Heroes, 18 and over. There's we already have some numerous automatic qualifiers out of that category. We have our Young Guns, which is 14 to 18-year-olds, and we've got several out of that one as well. And then we've got our Future Stars, and we'll see a couple of these guys in here later this morning here in our next segment when Bakersfield Speedway comes on. But these are the 13 and under kids, and I know Mason, who we'll see here in a minute, who races mini dwarfs, he's already qualified. He's got several wins on the season, and I'm sure Jacob Carey will be there as well. But it gives us an opportunity to really highlight some of the drivers. Then each category will have a driver of the year, and then have an overall driver of the year from Kern County, which will not be that. And then the centerpiece of that whole section will be a poster of Kevin Harvick. We'll have a poster of Casey Mears, a poster of Ryan Reed. So that's December 5th. We're really looking forward to it. And we're also looking to plan a small event to honor those folks who are going to be on our all-area driving team. And we expect it's not quite the level of this, which is the greatest award in motorsports. I'm pretty certain that if you were to give this to Kevin Harvick, he would like it too. I mean, this is better than the grandfather clock they give at. What is that? That's in Richmond?
that's yes.
Richmond, they give that grandfather. I wouldn't want that one. I wouldn't want
That
that.
Martinsville.
Martinsville. That's right, Martinsville. Okay, so but we're not gonna. It's not gonna be quite as cool as that. That's why we invented the Grumpy Griff, was we wanted to try to match the Butchie, but I don't know if we can ever quite do that. So, all right, let's talk real quick NASCAR. Now, you don't watch NASCAR, do you?
Oh, just only once a week.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Once a week. Okay, that's all.
My wife is a big NASCAR fan.
Who did she follow? Who's her favorite driver?
Well, I hate to admit it, but she's got a Kevin Harvick hood posted in our living room, setting up above the
Is that
couch.
right?
Yeah, she's a big Kevin fan.
Oh, my gosh.
And then she was not too happy when he was dominating that race and they changed tires. And
That was exactly right.
Had the flat tire.
She kind of booed about that one,
Yeah.
but she's getting better. She's getting over it.
Well, the Bushes had a good weekend over Kurt wins. Did I get it right? Is Kurt won this? Kurt wins this race in Michigan. His brother Kyle won the Xfinity race on
Xfinity race
Saturday. So a big weekend for those two as you go through these races. But Harvick, he's mentioned, continues to dominate, and then a little mistake in the pits, and there it goes.
Yeah, apparently, I guess I didn't follow up, but apparently when they changed, they hit
Hold that photo for a
hit
second.
the valve stem when they put the new tire on, and he went out in the track, and immediately the right front was flat, and he came back in, and there you go, you're a lap down, race
Right.
is over.
By the way, I picked this photo for one person in particular. Do you know who I picked this photo for?
I hope it's Blake. Maybe he'll get one of
Yes,
those.
I got this for Blake Bowser. And there's actually another one, too. Let's show this one. This is also for Blake Bowser. So there you go. Blake.
These are the air dryers
Yeah.
instead of jet dryers or something. They use compressed air, I guess.
With Blake Bowser, this is what I know about Blake Bowser already. It's not so much maybe the racing he pays attention to, but it's all the other little things on how to make the experience better. And this is the kind of stuff that he geeks out on.
Well, that's why we have the new squeegee and the mud or the water sucker there at the track,
Right.
and cleans up the oils downs and everything. And they're spending a lot of money out there, and they're doing it right.
I think he takes most pride in is reinvesting that money in the track. All right, so Harvick, going back to Harvick, he finishes 29th at Michigan. He's still first in the Sprint Cup standings. It's going to hard to dislodge him from that.
Yeah, this was one of those on again, off again races. Rained and started, and so it finally called about 40 laps shy of when it just started pouring.
Right.
Which
Right.
is why Mr. Bush won.
Yeah, exactly.
in
In
the right
fact,
place.
there's Blake Bowser right there. Hey, go back to that photo for a second. Just see, there's the Blake Bowser photo. Look at that. Look in there.
Yeah.
Go in there. See, there it is. See, Blake Bowser photos, and He's already admiring it. He's
Yeah,
like,
I think he's got one on order right now.
Trucks, I get all ready to go. But the Casey Mears had a pretty good day. He finished 13th at Michigan.
That's one of those things. Right place, right time when the rain came. So ended up gaining a lot of positions.
He's kind of stuck in that top 20.
Yeah,
but
and if you look, that's probably about where it needs to be. That 15th to 20th. If you look at the competition and the level of dollars and the level of the teams.
Yeah.
He's finishing right around people with more money and better equipment than him and above them.
All right, let's wrap it up. So they're off this week, then they go to Sonoma and then to Daytona for the big race there, and then off to Kentucky on July 11th in the Xfinity race. Harvick was in that race as well. Was in the top 10. Ryan Reed finished 19th and is still 8th in the Xfinity standings.
Yeah, and he had troubles right away. He had something go down, and the splitter on his car broke, and so he's in and out of the pits a lot. So couldn't do a lot.
Okay, all right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to boot the BG out of here and the Butchie, and we're going to bring in all these mini dwarf kids and talk about what they've been up to. We got Mason Ratcliffe and we got Jacob Carey coming up here. With Scott Schweitzer can try to wrangle these kids in here. I don't know if it's possible. And we'll talk more about the Grumpy Griff on the other side of the break here on the Bako Motorsports Power Hour, brought to you by the Bakersfield, California.